Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time I'm going to do some NFL predictions. We're going to be taking an in-depth look at our Week 5 NFL games, all of them, breaking them down, trying to predict the outcome for every single one, the winner, the loser, the final score, and we'll also look at our best bets, money lines, spreads, over-unders. We do it every week for every single game, NFL, college football. We're breaking them all down. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, guys, let me know who you think is going to win these games. Drop it in the comment section. I will respond to every comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And just as a heads up, as of me making this video, the final Sunday night game, Packers-Cowboys, it is about to wrap up right now. The Monday night games haven't happened yet. It's never too early to start looking at the next week, but I won't be able to give the outcome to what happens Monday night. We'll have to find out about that later. The very first game we're going to be taking a look at is going to be our Thursday night game we have coming up. October 2nd, 8:15 p.m., our prime video game. The 3-1 San Francisco 49ers, they finally lost the game, and it was a very sloppy game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was not a 49ers defense. They were looking really bad. The injuries are starting to pile up. Last season, this team had a buttload of injuries. Again, it seems for some reason they have a lot of injuries coming up this season. They got Brock Purdy back, but he definitely did not play his cleanest game. Christian McCaffrey was doing a little bit of everything. He basically had to put this team on his back and carry them. They lost it. Defense didn't turn in its best performance. They'll be on the road here versus the 3-1 Los Angeles Rams. As long as Matt Stafford is healthy, this is one of the more complete teams in the NFL because Stafford, he's a straight-up gunslinger. He's going to gunsling it up and down the field, and they have so many weapons on this team. Atwell, Nakua, Williams, there's weapons all over the place, running back, wide receiver, and you have Stafford as long as he plays a clean game. As long as he's healthy, the defense has been playing pretty good also. LA, 53.3% chance to win this one at home. San Francisco, 45.4%. Pretty close numbers there. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites, a 47.5 over-under. When you're looking at these two teams, Christian McCaffrey, Pearsall's kind of banged up. Jennings got hurt. Kittle's still out. So many injuries on the 49ers. They're averaging 20 a game, throwing for 280. Very pass-heavy offense, running for 88, only giving up 18.8 per game. The defense is still playing pretty solid. The Rams, 25 points a game, throwing for 267.5, running for 120.8, giving up 20.3 points per game, only giving up 98 on the ground. The goal of the Rams, pretty good front seven, shut down the run game, force it into third and long situations. Purdy's going to have to play much better than he played last week, but I got to go with the Rams at home. Give me LA winning this one, 28-20. And now moving on to our Sunday games, we have another very early one. Last week was Dublin. This week at 9:30 a.m., October 5th on Sunday on the NFL Network in London, England, all the way on the other side of the world. Don't forget, whenever we had these extreme road games, crazy things happen on the other side of the world. Be prepared for some crazy stuff. Be prepared for a potential upset. We've all been warned. We'll have the 2-2 Minnesota Vikings on the road here playing the 1-3 Cleveland Browns. When you're looking at Minnesota, so much hinges on who's going to be getting the nod at the starting quarterback position. J.J. McCarthy got hurt, wasn't playing that impressive anyways. The veteran Carson Wentz comes in, shows some pretty good stuff. Did not play his best football this past Sunday. Kind of looked a little rough, but he is a scrambler. He can extend plays with his legs. That gives him a little added weapon there. But did he do enough to impress you for him to be getting the nod this game? We're going to find out as we get closer to game time. They're playing this 1-3 Browns. With the Browns, the issue they had last season was consistency, moving the ball on offense. They're even worse this season. Last year, 15.5 points a game. This year, they're only averaging 14 a game. Joe Flacco is practically 60 years old, but he's going to be the Browns starting quarterback here. They need help on offense. They have a very good defense on paper, but the defense is on the field the entire game. They get wore out. They start to give up some points second half. They can only hold the opposing offenses at bay for so long. Looking at the matchup, the Vikings 63.9% chance to win. The Browns the 35.8. Vikings 3.5-point favorites, 36.5 over-under. Vegas does see this being a very low-scoring game. Minnesota, they by far have the better roster. They have really good playmakers here. They have Mason, Justin Jefferson, who might be the best wide receiver in the NFL. He's at least in the discussion. They're averaging 25.5 points a game, throwing for 184.8, running for 109.3, only giving up 20 per game. The defense is solid. They had a pretty good defense last year also. And for the Browns, 14 points a game. That's not going to cut it. Throwing for 195, running for 84.8, giving up 25.5, only 70.3 on the ground. The Vikings want to be able to run. The Browns are going to try to take that away from them. But how long will they be able to hold the Vikings running game back because they're not getting first downs themselves? Give me the Vikings taking this game, whether it's Wentz, whether it's J.J. McCarthy. I think they'll have enough weapons on the road and a consistent run game over the course of 4 quarters. They win it 23-14. And our third matchup, also Sunday, October 5th, 1 p.m. on Fox, the 0-3, the winless Miami Dolphins. As I mentioned when the video started, the Monday night matchups haven't happened for week 4 yet, so I don't know if the Dolphins have won or lost it, but one thing we do know is they have stunk so far to start the season. The defense, bad tackling, bad angles. The offense, no consistency on offense. Tua hasn't had a concussion yet. Thankfully, for the love of God, please do not get one here. He's already had way too many. They have Hill, Waddle. They have weapons on offense, but Tua's throwing the ball in the dirt, overthrowing receivers. He does not look comfortable at the quarterback position, but really, how could you with that offensive line? It is pretty bad. They'll be on the road here versus the 1-3 Carolina Panthers. If the Dolphins don't win Monday night, look at this as their opportunity to get their first wins. Who else would you rather play here than the 1-3 Carolina Panthers? Coming off a shutout last week, they laid an egg this week, but the Panthers, Bryce Young, if he can get the ground game going, if they can get Chuba Hubbard going at the line of scrimmage, that'll open up the play action. Bryce Young plays a lot better when he has the play action options. But Miami, they do have weapons. They got to run the ball. They got to air it out to the playmakers. Put the ball in Hill's, Waddle's hands. Let them do what they do. Give the ball to the playmakers in space. The Dolphins in this matchup, a 45.3% chance to win this one. The Carolina Panthers, a 54.4%. The fans are leaning Panthers. Vegas is leading Miami. The Dolphins are 1.5-point favorites, a 44.5 over-under. Dolphins are averaging 18.7 points a game, throwing for 192, running for 89.7. They have to get the ground game going. They're giving up 32.3 points a game. One of the worst defenses in the NFL. They got to get that under control. I don't think there's any answer on the defensive side as of right now. They just don't have the weapons. The Panthers, 18.8 points a game, throwing for 189, running for 100.3, giving up 23.8. Just to show you how good that is, they were giving up 35 per game last season. Yes, the season is still young, but their defense so far, up to this point, much improved over where it was last season. But when I'm looking at the Fins here, the Fins, they have to be due for an offensive explosion. They have yet to have a game where the offense blew up. It has to come this weekend. Give me the Dolphins winning this one, 28-23. And then on Fox at 1 p.m. also on Sunday, the 1-2 Dallas Cowboys, the Sunday night game, it's about to end, but it hasn't ended yet. Right now when I'm looking at this one, the Cowboys are actually up on the Packers, just a couple minutes left. The offense is looking pretty good so far. The Dallas Cowboys, as is per usual the last couple seasons, defense looks atrocious, but they're scoring points. They'll be on the road here versus the 0-3 New York Jets. That's the Monday night game. Hasn't happened yet, but word is Justin Fields is going to be playing. Let's see how Fields look. Is he healthy? Can he use his legs? When Justin Fields can run, it's a completely different matter. He can extend plays with his legs. Even on third and long situations, you still have to account for the Justin Fields scramble. Right now, the Jets, 43.6% chance to win. Dallas on the road, 56.1. Cowboys are 1.5-point favorites, 46.5 over-under. The Cowboys, now that they have Dak back, they are slinging the ball up and down the field. The offense is looking really good. As good as the offense looks, that's as bad as the defense looks. Right now, Williams on the ground. They finally have a consistent run game. That's one thing they did not have at any point last season. They could not run the ball. They can run it. They got to get CeeDee Lamb back soon. They still have Pickens. And on the other side for the Jets, Fields, Hall, Wilson. They got the quarterback. They got the running back. They have the wide receiver. Dallas is averaging 24.7 a game, throwing for 269, running for 125, giving up 30.7 points a game, 288 pass yards given up per game. That's last place in the NFL. This secondary is really bad. You can throw on them all day long. That's not how the Jets want to beat you. They want to beat you on the ground, so it doesn't necessarily play to their strengths. New York averaging 23 a game, throwing for 144.7, running for 127, giving up 31 points a game. Both these teams have pretty bad defenses, so we might see an over in this matchup potentially. I'm going to go with the road team. Give me Dallas winning this one. I trust their offense. It has more balance than the Jets' offense, and I want to see how Fields looks Monday. That's the big issue here. Give me Dallas winning this one, 31-17. Keep your eye on this next game. To me, it has upset potential written all over it. 1 p.m. on Fox, the 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders, what have they lost? 3 straight games. This is Pete Carroll's team, new scheme, new system. He brought over Geno Smith with him from Seattle. Geno Smith is doing what Geno Smith does. Completely inconsistent, unreliable quarterback play. He'll have 3 touchdowns. He'll have 3 picks. What version of Geno Smith shows up? I always say the guy is Jekyll and Hyde. It's a 50-50 shot. You never know what you're going to get. He'll be on the road here versus the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts. One of the pleasant surprises so far this season. Yes, they lost this past week to the Rams, but this Colts team, this is looking like the best Colts team I've seen since the Luck Peyton Manning days. You got Daniel Jones out there looking like Colts Peyton Manning, slinging the ball up and down the field. For some reason, whenever someone leaves the New York Giants, they get even better on their new team. Daboll, I don't know what's going on there, but that doesn't necessarily look good. Right now, the Colts at home, 64.2% chance to win this game. The Raiders, a 35.5. Colts are 6.5-point favorites, 48.5 over under. If this Raiders team can get the ball to their weapons, if they can get Ashton Genty going, he has not been able to get going this entire season so far. It's week 5. It's time to turn it on. There's weapons there. Myers, Brock Bowers, Geno Smith, if good Geno shows up. But on the other side, the Colts, Daniel Jones, he's slinging it up and down the field, almost 900 yards passing. Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the nation right now, leading the NFL. He's top 3 in rush yards per game. He has 3 touchdowns. Pittman Pierce, Raiders are averaging 19.3 points a game, throwing for 215.3, running for 114.3, giving up 24.8 points a game, which isn't that bad considering the fact that they're not getting the best, most consistent play from the offense. And the Colts, 30.8 points a game. Like I said, a complete surprise this season. Gotta love it. This is good for Colts fans. They're throwing for 261 a game, running for 136.3. They can throw it, they can run it. They also have a dual threat mobile quarterback here, and they're only giving up 20.8 points per game. I still think this has upset written all over it. The Raiders are due for a complete performance, but will they be able to do it on the road here? Give me the Colts winning a very close one, 24-23. And this next one could be a good one in theory. 1 p.m. CBS, the 1-3 Houston Texans. They finally got their first win. This was a team a lot of people were actually picking to win the division this season, off to a very slow start. What happened to CJ Stroud? We got to find some way to get him back to the 2023 version of CJ Stroud. He's got the weapons, Chubbs, Nico Collins. When Collins went down last season, he was actually leading the NFL in receiving yards. You need that version back, and you need 2023 CJ Stroud slinging it, running it. They'll be on the road here versus the 1-3 Baltimore Ravens. Up to this point of the season, both of these teams have disappointed. Texans, a lot of people were saying preseason-wise, they might have the best overall defense in the NFL. Statistically, they do have the number 1 defense points per game-wise. The offense, though, has been atrocious. One of the worst bottom 3 in the NFL right now. It's the complete other way for the Baltimore Ravens. This offense, they're scoring points with everyone. They had the number 3 offense last season. This year, they still have a top 3 offense, but the defense is one of the worst you will find in the nation. They are getting torched through the air, getting torched on the ground. They led the nation, the number 1 rush defense last season. Their front 7 was getting after it. They're getting gashed on the ground. They're getting gashed through the air. There's no answer so far. They're 1-3. Every big brand, every good team they've played this season, they've lost. There's always been a big knock that Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson can't beat the good teams. So far this season, that's only reinforced that. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying there's been a story put out there that that is the case. And so far this year, it has been playing along to that story. Lamar Jackson, he's also banged up. He is questionable for this game as me making that. That is not a good sign there. Texans, 26.9% chance to win. Baltimore, 72.9. They are 9.5-point favorites, 45.5 over under. The Texans, Stroud, Chubb, Collins are only averaging 16 points a game, one of the worst. Throwing for 185.3, running for 103.5, only giving up 12.8 points a game. That is so good considering the fact that their offense is so bad. Baltimore, 32.8 points per game, throwing for 204.5, running for 133.5, but they're giving up 33.3 points a game. That is one of the dead last ones in the NFL. With the question marks around Lamar Jackson, I'm going to be making this pick based off of him not playing. Give me the Texans pulling off the upset. They win this one 23-20. Let me know what you think about this game in the comment section. And on CBS at 1 p.m., the 1-2 Denver Broncos. The Monday night game hasn't happened yet. They'll be on the road versus the undefeated, the 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles. They're not just undefeated, they are the reigning Super Bowl champs. This offense is really starting to get going right now. Kind of started out kind of slow the first, 2 to 3 weeks. They've hit the ground running the last 2 weeks. They are successfully running the ball. That's what the Eagles want to do. They want to ground and pound you to death, wear you out over the course of 4 quarters. By the time that you get the late third, early fourth quarter, they're able to have their will at the line of scrimmage. This is a line of scrimmage football team, and they have 2 people that can run it. They have the best running back in the NFL, Saquon Barkley, fresh off a 2,000-yard season, and they also have their quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He can throw it, he can run it. You have to account for both of those guys on the ground. You also have to account for the weapons that are all over the field. Brown, Smith, there's too many people to cover. The Eagles, 61.3% chance to win this game. The Denver Broncos, a 38.4% chance. Philly, 5.5-point favorites, 44.5 over under. Bo Nix, Dobbins, Sutton, they have to get the offense going. Bo Nix was very slow to start the season last week. He didn't really hit the ground running until about week 5 to 6. So far, the offense has been slow this season, but maybe this is the time they start to get a lot more competitive. They actually had a top 5 defense last season. We are looking for the defense to get on track and for the offense to get on track. Thankfully for them, they have Sean Payton leading everything. The guy's been around, knows how to lead successful teams. Denver, they're averaging 22.7 points a game, throwing for 173, running for 129, only giving up 21.3 points a game. That offense is averaging 27 points a game, throwing for 138, running for 113.5, giving up 22 points per game. They don't have the top 5 defense they had last season as of yet, but it will be coming. Give me the Eagles walking away with the win here, but it's a little closer than usual, 24-21. And on CBS at 1 p.m., the 1-3 New York Giants. How about the Giants pulling off the upset victory versus one of the best teams in the NFL, the LA Chargers? They beat them fair and square. Can they turn that into some momentum? New York is going to be on the road here versus the 0-4, the winless New Orleans Saints. The Saints, you got nothing to lose. Throw everything you have at this game. You have a good shot to get a W here. Right now, New Orleans, 55.8% chance to win. New York, a 43.9% chance, but it's the Giants here. 2.5-point favorites, 42.5 over-under. This Giants team, 18.3 points a game. Dable needs some more wins. His seat, it has to be on complete scorched earth fire. They're throwing for 204.8. Running for 112.3, giving up 25.3 points a game, giving up a lot of yards on the ground, 153 rush yards given up per game. If the Saints can control the line of scrimmage, they're going to rack up a lot of yardage on the ground. Saints, they're averaging 16.5 points a game, throwing for 177, running for 124, giving up 30.3 points a game. Defense is definitely not their strong suit. The big news for the Giants here: Malik Neighbors banged up. They finally benched Russell Wilson. They started Jackson Dart. He was able to get the win here. He was able to scramble for like 55 yards on the ground, ran for a couple touchdowns, successfully throwing it, but he did have 2 turnovers through the air. Spencer Rattler, in order to beat the Giants, this guy throws a beautiful deep ball. Outside of that, he's not that accurate. If they can get Kamara going, they have Johnson, they have Olave, they have Cooks. They actually have a pretty decent crop of weapons, but they need a complete performance, the offense and the defense, to finally both show up this game. I'm going to go with the Saints at home. Give me the New Orleans Saints winning this one, 23-17. 4:05 p.m. on CBS, the 0-4, the winless Tennessee Titans. They're coming off the number 1 pick in last year's NFL draft. The way they're playing, guys, they might be getting the number 1 pick again back-to-back seasons. They'll be on the road here versus the 2-2 Arizona Cardinals, 500 team. Cardinals actually looking like a better version of themselves from last season. They have Kyler Murray fully healthy. They lost Connor. They still have Benson, McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. He has to cement himself as that true number 1 wide receiver, but the defense is playing pretty good. They're giving up a lot of pass yards, but they're kind of controlling the run game, giving themselves a pretty good shot to win these games. Right now, Tennessee, a 28.3% chance. For the love of God, can you guys please give Cam Ward some protection? He's the most sacked quarterback in NFL history through the first 4 weeks. And when he does get the pass off, someone's got to catch it. Stop dropping the ball. Arizona, 71.5% chance. They are 8.5-point favorites, a 40.5 over-under. Really, nobody is giving Tennessee a shot to win this game. At some point, you would think they have to pull off an upset, have to pull off one of the wins. Is it potentially this week? Are they going to be able to rally around Cam Ward, get him protection, push the ball vertically down the field? Titans, they're averaging 12.8 points a game, throwing for 123.5, running for 87, just barely over 200 yards of offense per game. That's last place in the NFL. They are giving up 30 per game. And for the Cardinals, 20.5 points a game, throwing for 164.8, running for 105.8, only giving up 18.5, but 255.5 through the air. Way too much yardage through the air, but only 96 on the ground. They got to find that sweet balance there. Give me the Cardinals winning this one. They are the more talented team coming off that loss for the Chargers. They're going to want some revenge. They pull off the W here, 24-20. And at 4:05 p.m. on CBS, this is a very difficult game to call. This is going to be a fun one to watch. The 3-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they finally lost one, but they put up a fight versus Eagles. They had almost half of their receiving core out. They still almost won the game. I say it every single video. Props to Baker Mayfield, comeback player of the year last year, slinging the ball up and down the field. He has heart. They have 3 comeback wins in the fourth quarter. They can compete with anyone from the Super Bowl champs down to the lowly teams. You're going to get their best effort. They're going to score points on anyone in the nation. They'll be on the road here versus a very solid defense. The 3-1 Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Do not underestimate Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. They are scoring points. They are playing good defense. They're throwing, running, doing whatever they need to do to win the game. Seattle, 52% chance to win. The Buccaneers, a 47.6% chance to win. The Bucs on the road, are the underdog. Seattle 2.5-point favorites, a 44.5 over under. Tampa Bay with this offense. Chris Godwin finally back this past weekend when he's on, one of the best guys in the slot there is. If they can get Mike Evans back at some point, and they have Egbuka, they have Bucky Irving running the ball, catching the ball out the backfield. Seattle, though, very good crop of running backs. They have Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, Jackson Smith and Jigba. They have Sam Darnold playing pretty good, reliable football so far this season. Seahawks 27.8 points a game, throwing for 221.5, running for 110.8. Overall good offense, only giving up 16.8 points per game. But the Bucs are scoring on everyone. Tampa Bay 24.3 points a game, throwing for 211.8, running for 124, giving up 24.3. Both teams solid rush defenses. Bucs only giving up 85 on the ground. The Seahawks only giving up 89.8. If you want to win this game, it's going to have to be through the air. I'm going Tampa Bay on the road. Call me crazy. I would understand it. Give me the Bucs pulling off the W here. 30-27, high-scoring, close game. And on Fox at 4:25 p.m., the 2-2 Washington Commanders. Obviously, the big news this past week, Jaden Daniels still not playing. The offensive rookie of the year last year, when he is playing, one of the best players in all of football. He put up stats as a rookie. It's been a long time since we see numbers like that. He can throw it. He can run it. He can get over, 35 to 4,000 yards passing. He can run for 1,000 yards. Great crop of weapons. Merritt, Scary Terry, Deebo Samuel. Scary Terry, Jaden Daniels, both out this past week. Obviously, Marcus Mariota, very experienced backup. Back-to-back weeks here, he got the nod. They scored a buttload of points. They scored him too late. They did lose to the Falcons, but this team, if they get Jaden Daniels back, if he's fully healthy, that takes this offense to another level. But that's a big question mark. As of right now, we don't even know if he's going to be starting this game. Chargers finally lost one. This team, Harbaugh, they've become very pass-happy this season, but this is the best I've seen from Justin Herbert since he's been in the NFL. He's been decisive. He's been aggressive. He has 900 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. I want to see that ground game get going. They'll learn to burn some clock. Chargers, 59.1% chance to win. Commanders, a 40.6% chance. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites, 49.5 over under. They have probably the better roster when Justin Herbert is healthy. Herbert, Hampton playing well, Johnson, Ladd McConkey. They're averaging 22 a game, throwing for 249, running for 107.3, only giving up 17.8 points a game. They had a top 5 defense last season. They're going to have another one this year. Chargers 26.8 points a game, throwing for 184.3, running for 154.8. One of the most balanced teams in the NFL, just like they were last season, and they're giving up 22.8. If they have Jaden Daniels, this game could be an upset, could go either way. Without him, just to be safe, I'm going to go with the Chargers winning this one, 27-23. Fox at 4:25 p.m. This is going to be a fun one. The 3-1 Detroit Lions. They lost their Week 1 performance. Everyone started jumping off the bandwagon. I was telling everyone, everybody calm down. The offense is going to be just fine. They have been curb stomping every team they played since. Back up. They had the number 1 offense last season, 33.1 points a game. They have a top 2 offense right now. They have so many weapons. Goff, Gibbs, Montgomery, St. Brown, Lasorda, every single position they got it checked off in. The defense is starting to come around also. This is a team, they are a Super Bowl caliber team, and they got Campbell there. You know they're going for it on every single 4th and short. They're going to be playing the 2-1 Cincinnati Bengals. If they had Joe Burrow, this would be a shootout. Would be a fun game to watch. Chase, Higgins, Brown, Burrow slinging the ball, but they don't have Burrow. They have Browning. It is not the same. A massive downgrade. Right now, the Bengals 23.5 points a game. Now, he is a serviceable backup, but there's a reason Joe Burrow led the NFL in passing last season. The guy can sling it, and the Bengals defense is god-awful. Lions have a 76.3% chance. They are 9.5-point favorites, 49.5 over under. They're averaging 34.3 a game, throwing for 226, running for 139, giving up 22. The Bengals 19.3 points a game, throwing for 171.7, only running for 49. That's not going to cut it, especially in a shootout where you got to sling the ball, and they're only giving up 30.3 points a game. Detroit, they're going to have a field day here. Give me the Lions walking away with the easy win, 34-17. And our final Sunday night game, but our second to last game overall, we're going to have at 8:20 p.m. on NBC, a divisional rivalry matchup. The 2-2 New England Patriots coming off a strong performance, an offensive explosion on the road versus the 4-0, the undefeated Buffalo Bills. Let's say it like this. The Bills last season, the number 2 offense in the NFL. They have the number 2 offense right now. They have the reigning MVP award winner, Josh Allen. He might be in line for another MVP. He's putting up crazy stats this season. He's doing what he does. He's gunslinging. He's throwing it. He's running it. He's putting his shoulder down. He's taking what the defense gives him. he's being efficient, and then he's just taking a little bit more. Right now, the Bills 71.3% chance to win. The Pats a 28.5. The Bills are 7.5-point favorites, 49.5 over under. The Patriots, led by Drake May, 800 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. He was getting a lot of praise this offseason, saying he was finally going to come into it. So far this season, he's not looking too bad. He is the team's leading rusher with 87 rushing yards. That's pretty pathetic here. Patriots, they got to get someone else to run ball. Hunter Henry having a great season. They're averaging 25.5, throwing for 235, running for 101.3, giving up 20.3 per game. Really good rush defense, only giving up 77.5 on the ground. 242 through the air, though. That's not a good number here versus a high-powered Bills offense. The Bills, Josh Allen, Cook, Coleman. There's so many weapons on this team. They don't have a true wide receiver number one, but they have a good crop of wide receivers that know how to play with Josh Allen. They're averaging 33.3 points a game, throwing for 240.5, running for 163.5, giving up 22.5 points a game. They can throw it, they can run it, they can beat you any way they need to beat you. Give me the Bills walking away with the win here, 34-23. And our final game of the week, 8:15 p.m., Monday, October 6th on ABC, the 2-2 Kansas City Chiefs. What a win they had versus the Baltimore Ravens. They stepped up. You knew at some point the offense was going to score. They were going to be unable to stop Patrick Mahomes. The defense stepped up. This is a really good defense. Top 10 defense last season. Really good front seven. They get a lot of pressure. They force quarterback issues. They get sacks, tackles for a loss, quarterback pressures. Their goal, get as much pressure on the quarterback, try to force him into some errant throws. Errant throws could potentially lead to turnovers or the short field, and that's where this offense really takes off. They'll be on the road here versus the 3-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags riding a hot start to the season. You cannot challenge that. Trevor Lawrence, though, he's had some ups, he's had some downs, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, very inefficient, but he's being decisive this season, pushing the ball down the field. It's just sometimes he just throws it into triple coverage, and it's not even necessary. The Jags, 38.8% chance to win. KC, 60.9% chance. Chiefs are 2.5-point favorites, 45.5 over under. They have Patrick Mahomes. He's the leading rusher right now, 125 rush yards. I don't like that. Your quarterback, your passing quarterback should not be leading the team. This running back room, you guys have to step up. Take the pressure off Patrick Mahomes. He can't carry you the whole course over the course of 17 regular season games. And someone also has to step up in that wide receiver room. They don't have Worthy yet. The wide receiver core as a whole, you got to step up. Reed, you got to work in something. Take the pressure off of Mahomes, and the defense will continue to do what they do. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence, 700 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. How about Travis Etienne? He's really come into his own this season. He's shown he is not a bust. He's one of the better running backs so far through the first 4 weeks. Strange, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr., a lot of weapons there. Jags are averaging 24 a game, throwing for 204.5, running for 144, only giving up 18 points a game. How about the Jags defense this season? KC, 24.3 points a game, throwing for 221.8, running for 110.5, giving up 19 points a game, pretty much along with their averages every single season. Give me the Chiefs winning this one. They are the hot team right now, especially the defense. I don't like that KC front seven versus Trevor Lawrence. Whenever he gets a lot of pressure on him, things don't usually work out well for him. Give me the Chiefs winning this one, 27-18. Guys, that's our picks, all of our predictions for all of our Week 5 NFL matchups. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know what your predictions are. Who's going to win the matchups? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there. I would appreciate it. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.